Now, face the mighty bison.
Look at all these tabs I have open. Tekken 8 Season 2 DLC reveal. Anna, first character. The Pac-Man stage is the second thing. 2 returning characters, 1 new character, and then a new stage as well. And then also note, the colors are a hint at the character. First off, the Pac-Man stage. I am so interested to see what this is because something that they did for a brief time, the Tekken 7 Arena stage was overhauled to be Pac-Man themed. The music is fire. Listen to the music.
Round 1. Fight.
But as you can see, all of the different like billboards and stuff were Pac-Man themed. They have Pac-Man all over the floor, all over the walls, everywhere, right? And I really like the stage in this version. I like the version of this stage. It was really cool. But like I said, it was a limited thing. Oh, you also see that big Pac-Man back there? Big Pac-Man statue. This was a limited time thing. It lasted probably about like a month or two, and they reverted it back to the old arena version. But now they're adding in their own like Pac-Man 40th anniversary stage into the game. I hope it's like this in terms of its brightness, in terms of its like loudness, in terms of its like wild, like wackiness. I know a lot of people hated it because like the colors and like the kindergarten and all that stuff, but they have a rare opportunity to do something really interesting with the concept, with the theme, and they're not restricted by reality at all or physics, and they could do something amazing. So I hope they tap into that and also deliver on the banger music. That's the first stage. Now, returning character, the first one. The color is a hint at who the character is. And with that in mind, who do you guys think this dark navy blue, army blue type of color is? Who do you think that is? I just took some time to look at which characters have any type of blue color to them, and this is what I came up with. Bruce is blue by the shorts, Lee is blue by the shirt, Craig is blue by this jacket, and I put Alex here, someone else, but because he also has blue, and there's other characters that has little hints of blue, like Master Raven, someone saying in the chat. Master Raven also has hints of blue, and I wonder which character are they actually referring to. Something that I was thinking about is, what if this is Fakaram? The only reason why I keep bringing up Fakaram is because he was literally in the files of the game and he was credited within the game. That's no small thing that you could just ignore. As you can see here, his color is like this orange red. Even though he does have blue shorts, unless they decide to change it, his color will not be blue. See how he has the blue shorts just like Bruce? But his color, according to Tekken 7, is orange. Now let's look at Marduk, because someone is saying Marduk is not blue, he's green. So when you look at Marduk, this is his color scheme in Tekken 7. It's not the most blue. That's not really what I would consider blue. That's one of those blues that's been choked out by the color green. It's like an aqua. If this winter character said returning character, then I would be like, oh yeah, that's probably Marduk. Now when we talk about Lee, how do I say it? Lilo. The character Lei. This blue here is more in line with this. But when you talk about the character Lei, what you have to emphasize, and you really have to emphasize this, and I'm sorry for doing this, but you have to, is you have to emphasize the data. For the data, where is he actually? Oh yeah, he's at the bottom. So he is less popular than Anna in Tekken 7. And this was after he was heavily requested by everyone to be added in Season 2. What you have to talk about for Lei is how he was one of the most requested characters going into Tekken 7, and Harada wanted to satisfy the players and bring this character to the table, right? But when he did so, no one played him. Everyone celebrated his return, but then everyone kept playing Paul Phoenix and Brian Fury, right? And the developers was very upset by that. I always have to bring up about how Lei is the character who birthed the meme, "Don't ask me." You know how that's Harada's catchphrase? At the time, it was not a catchphrase. When it first was born, Harada was very, very upset because players begged for the character. On release, he was not popular at all. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it because it's like, I understand he's super popular, he's super beloved, people feel like he's a core part of Tekken and they want him to be in the game no matter what. But an idea that I just consistently bring up to you guys is how often is a character supposed to be put in a game while also being the least popular in the whole game? For example, Anna is a character who has been unpopular for the entire series, and only a handful of players play her. They love her, they play her dearly, but in comparison to the other characters, it feels like robbery in a sense. You have a character like Marduk. Even though Marduk is more hated, he is still more popular than Lei. And much more people would play Marduk and love Marduk, and he would be in circulation than Lei. So it just brings up the idea, like, how do you balance bringing back unpopular characters that aren't played versus popular characters who are played? Because once again, if we go back to this chart here, Season 2 would basically have two of the most unplayed characters in the game on the roster. Anna and Lee are the two most unpopular DLC characters in Tekken 7. And for them to show up before Miguel, before even Bob. Most people dislike Bob, but even Bob has higher usage than both of those scrubs. So I don't know. I'm not saying they shouldn't be there, but I'm just saying it's a strange concept. If this is actually Lee or Lei, it's a strange concept of bringing back horribly unpopular characters over actual played characters. I keep saying popular, but I mean played. I get twisted with my words. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say, even when I'm not saying it. So who else could be this blue color? These are the only ideas that I was able to come up with. Bruce, Lee, and Craig. I think it would more so be Bruce over Lee, because also it would make sense why Fakrum's mocap actor is credited within the game, because he's doing the work for Bruce. It also would make sense why we see it would make sense about everything Fakrum, because it's basically Bruce. Those characters share a lot of moves, they share a lot of data. They probably even share mocap actors. I have Alex here because yes, his color is blue, but will it be Alex? I don't think so. Gigas, look at the reveal trailer for Gigas. Okay, so bro is making a point here. The screenshot is a little different because during the early days of Tekken 7, they did it a little differently. But this is his character reveal thing, right? And you can see that his color is exactly that blue. His match is better than all of the characters. But once again, when you talk about the statistics, so Gigas is more popular than Anna and Lee. Jack has his throw. King has his power crush. Those are his signature tools. It would be weird for him to show up when the developers gave his most iconic kits to other characters. Kuni, Eliza, purple. What else do you guys say about color? I don't know. Why would they do Michelle over Julia and JC? Master Raven's color, like on her body, is actually blue. But here on her panel, they demonstrated to be this pink that blends into blue. It's a flip of a coin between Bruce or Lei. I think Bruce is much more likely and is much more realistic, and that is what I go with. You guys are saying Armor King. You guys think Armor King is blue? I was going to talk about Armor King in the purple section, but you guys think Armor King is blue. Armor King is purple. It's literally purple. This screenshot here, it's pretty much the same color purple. When I looked up purple characters, there's a couple that popped up. Ganryu is so irrelevant, bro. I don't think he will show up in the Tekken game for quite some time. The other purple character is Kunimitsu. The later that a character was added into Tekken 7, the quicker they're showing up in Tekken 8. Lydia, last character added, first season she shows up. And I know a lot of people say, Kunimitsu sucks. I say it as well, right? I think her gameplay is obnoxious. But that doesn't deny the fact that her usage was incredible and was also getting better. Now, you could make this argument if you want to be a little hater. You could say, oh, people was only playing a character because they realized how powerful she was. Fair enough. The same could be said for Fakrumam, for so many other characters, right? But the point is that Kunimitsu was wildly popular and was getting more popular as time progressed. She was even more popular than Lydia. Now, I have another chart here as well, where this is a poll that comes from Reddit where everyone voted on the characters they liked the most. You can see Jin Kazama's number 1. The first DLC character, Armor King, is number 2, right? Here at number 11 is the first female character, and this is Kunimitsu. Because you can see Lydia at 14, and I guarantee you if we did a poll like this again, that she would be far under this. Everyone says Lydia in Tekken 8 is a waste now. It's interesting how 3 years can change the perception of characters. Let's try to theorize who the new character will be. What region of the world color is blue? Light blue, like this. They said New Mexico or the Old Mexico. I don't know what's the difference between this flag and the orange one, but that's the same color right there. Kyrgyzstan. Okay, so now we need to look at a map, right? This is a map that shows in green every region that is already represented by a Tekken character. So as you can see here, this region, Kyrgyzstan, is not represented with a character already. That's a very strong likelihood right there. Kyrgyzstan, the world's largest landlocker country, is rich in natural resources like oil and uranium and boasts a diverse culture with over 200 ethnic groups. It looks beautiful. I could definitely imagine a stage with this giant thing in the background. You also have this pathway here, which I think would make a very interesting stage. I think having a Tekken stage right here, wouldn't that be beautiful? I would love if they turned this into a stage. New character with this stage, that's a banger if I ever seen it. This is a beautiful place. So if we continue with the idea that the first character will be Anna, second character will be Bruce, third character will be Armor King. So that's 2 male, 1 female. Should the final character be a female as well to even it out, or should it be male? Also, what you have to think about is the new characters we have already. We have Reina, female. We have Azazina, female. Victor, male. So the new characters is uneven as well, and you need a new male character to even it out there. Really, I don't think it matters. I don't think it affects the gameplay. I think it affects my ability to simp for the character, definitely. That's the biggest thing that will be affected. The simping capability. But beyond that, I could care less male or female. I'm gonna tweet this idea and we will see we can convince Twitter into thinking that Kyrgyzstan is the final character